Good evening, everyone. Dankest Dad here, and today I am going to be talking to you about something else in the world of Wildhearts. Well, the Kickstarter is already off to a great start this week. I know I have backed, and if you are looking to back, I'll have a link in the description to the video. I want to give a token acknowledgement to a subject I haven't talked about probably in as much of a timely manner as I should have, and that is token cards. So coming from Hearthstone, we've seen bombs and plagues, and in a game like Magic the Gathering, there are plenty of tokens that you put on the board. But in World of Wildhearts, you have tokens that you put on the board, shuffle into your deck, play as cards that can go pretty much anywhere. So this leads to a really unique mechanic that helps Wildhearts stand out from other physical TCGs, and it also plays great. So the tokens that we have been shown are the mirror image, which has all of the traits. Cost 0, 1 power ally. It has Guardian, and when this ally is KO'd, banish this card. So if the mirror image would be taken off the board, it will go to the banish pile rather than the discard. But note that effects that shuffle it into the deck, move it to another field, do pretty much anything that isn't KO, still work just the same on it. And our other token is Special Attack. So the Special Attack is 0 cost Tamer card, skill, magic, and token, and it has speed. Give an opposing creature -1 power and draw a card, banish this card. So Special Attack's great, it just replaces itself, and banishes on play, but like the mirror image, if it's discarded from your hand, shuffled into your deck, or something else, it will just persist there. So really, really neat card. But how do we use them? So the way that we get mirror images with the cards that we've seen is from the Trossum. And when the Trossum debuts, you play 1 mirror image token in a different field. So very simple, but very cool. One thing that I like about this effect is that it also is playing a card during the deploy tamer phase, which is extremely interesting and can synergize with a lot of the cards we've seen, like this Hydrophon here. So you can trigger that ongoing during debuts and get a little extra power just while you're deploying familiars, so without even getting to play cards. Really, really interesting. So what do we do with these? So the mirror images will be able to propagate and fill up your board and give you some big bombs. Like there's this card, Unity Tactics, from over yonder that I can now just snag. And you can see it gives each ally +2 power and block. And with those little guys having Guardian, this can be a really cool late game win condition that you can play to. But what else do they do? Cards that make mirror image, like the Trossum, also can protect your engines. So if you have something like Shadoon, that when you play an item card, gives a friendly creature +1 power, you can protect your Shadoon with these mirror images and let it get its value. So Tactics, if you've seen with the cards that we play with, has lots of items. Alistair's Guide, item. Lucky Hat, item. Ballast Whistle, item. It's awesome. So by pairing these two together, you can use the mirror image and even power them up if you want to let you just have full control of all 3 fields at once with something as innocuous as the Shadoon. That's another nice thing about this. 1 power is more than 0. So this is enough to contest a field, and if you're playing multiplayer, can put you in the running for points. Another synergy card to point out is Fury Potion. And I really like the synergy that this has with the mirror image because it's on all axes. So giving an ally +5 power means that just on a dime, those 1 power mirror images can turn into a 6 power threat that's pretty significant. Or it can protect an ally that you need to power up to make sure it scores those points. KOing a mirror image isn't all that big a deal, and that also goes with the support. You can KO a friendly ally to give a friendly familiar +2 power, and guess what? If your Trossum is pumping out a mirror image every turn, that support's a lot less costly. So where does that take us next? Well, we can look at this Special Attack and see another token. And there's not as obvious a way. We're not just jamming these every turn. Instead, we have cards like Moonlight Aura that shuffles two of them into our deck and then draws a card, at least for now. And we also have stuff like the Enchantress that can shuffle in a special attack for each opposing ally in the field when you play it. So you're getting these special attacks, you're filling your deck with them, and hopefully drawing a few to try and play them out and get some advantage. So the -1 power is really nice, but just having a 0 cost effect with speed that targets an opposing creature is very, very strong. So with something like Sylphunk, since it is a skill, those special attacks can stack up really, really quickly. And all of a sudden, you can just completely depower the opposing field as long as there are no guardians that are mucking up your plans. A sheep is one way you can deal with that. You can reduce the guardian to 0, take it, and just keep going if you have special attacks, which is really neat. But special attacks also can open the door for other removals, like Double-Edged Hit as an example, Sune Stick in special. These can deal with those guardians, perhaps even ramp you, and then let your special attacks do the rest of the work on those other creatures. And then I have this Hydrophon sitting here in the middle, because this card can benefit from the tokens on both sides. This is scaling with card plays, so as we saw, Mirror Image is really good with it. Trossum is playing them out there, the mirrors are protecting the Hydrophon from removal, and special attacks just get it bigger and bigger every time you play a card, which is awesome. So, little bit of an intro, but I really like this combination of special and tactics just in the base starters. And with this little bit of an extra card pool we get to play with on Fridays, that combination, I think, can be one of the most powerful. So, if you've made it this far, thanks again for watching, and obviously, that isn't everything there is to say about tokens. There are a lot more things that I can discuss, and if you want to see more of how to play with these cards and what I think of them, just let me know with either a comment or anything else about what you want to see or what you want to learn about Wildhearts. I'm happy to share. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. Remember to back that Kickstarter if you're interested, or at the very least, check it out and share it with people you think might be. And until then, enjoy the rest of your day.